Hello, my name is Dalton Parker, and this is my practical fitness assessment for PFTR 1224. In this video, we are going to be administering 4 different assessments: heart rate, waist circumference, push-ups, and a one-legged stance. We are going to collect all the data from the assessments, and then at the end of the video, we're going to go through what the results actually mean. Okay, before we get started, we need a client. For this assessment, we are going to be administering the assessments on Rosemary Parker, my mom. To get a little history, Rosemary is 50 years old. She works on a farm with my father, and aside from farming full-time, she also does curling in the winters and gardening in the summers. Okay, we're going to start with the pre-appraisal assessment of resting heart rate. Resting heart rate is the contractions a heart makes in a minute without any physiological signs of stress. This is usually measured in beats per minute, or BPM. To assess the heart rate, the client will sit in the chair with the feet on the floor and the arms in the armrest of the chair for at least 5 minutes before taking the measurement. Resting heart rate will be determined in 2 ways. We're going to do the radial palpation pulse method, and we're going to use a heart rate monitoring machine. For the radial pulse palpation method, we're going to take our index finger and one of our middle fingers, and we're going to gently apply pressure to the inside of the wrist, just distal to the thumb. And we're going to use a 15-second count, starting from when we feel the first beat. We're going to multiply this value by 4, and that gives us beats per minute. The client is also going to wear a heart rate monitor on the wrist, and it's going to calculate heart rate for us. Alright, perfect. Let's do the got a 19 beats in 15 seconds. So we're going to multiply that value by 4 to get our resting heart rate. The heart rate indicator also says 72 beats per minute. So we'll do all the calculations at the very end. Okay. For the second assessment, we are going to perform a body composition assessment. The assessments that we are going to use are the body mass index, or the BMI, and the waist circumference, WC. Body weight and fat distribution is important because excess fat is an indication of health-related diseases. While there are many different kinds of assessments for body composition, these different assessments are very costly and time sensitive. So BMI and waist circumference actually do all that we need to do, and they don't cost us anything. Okay, so first we're going to start with calculating BMI. So for this, we need 2 different things. We need to find Rosemary's height and Rosemary's weight. And then once we have those 2 values, we can calculate everything in the results section at the very end. Okay, so we're going to start with Rosemary's weight. Everybody has a simple bathroom scale, so we're just going to set it down. Mom's just going to stand upright on the scale once it turns on for us.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Mom stepped on the bathroom scale, making sure that these are in kilograms, not pounds. She weighs 64.5 kilograms. The next value that we need is height. So what Mom's going to do is just stand, and we make sure that the back of the head is touching, the shoulders touch, and the heels touch. This is just to accuracy of the assessment so that we can ensure that she is not slouching and throwing off the results. Okay, go ahead. Walk away. And we will take our tape measure, and we also remember that units are important in this assessment as well. Thank you. So, Mom is 157 centimeters tall. So she is 1.57 meters tall. The next portion of the body composition assessment is waist circumference. Waist circumference is a measure of abdominal fat or the visceral fat. And this is more of an important determinant of health outcomes rather than the overall body fat. Increased waist circumference values are more prevalent in individuals who suffer from health-related diseases such as hypertension, type 2 diabetes, dyslipidemia. Okay, so what the client is going to do is she's going to clear the abdomen of clothing or accessories. She's going to position her feet about shoulder width apart, arms crossed, hands over opposite shoulders. Now, I'm going to take a knee on the right side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to palpate the hip. So we're going to find the top of the iliac crest. Then we're going to take our anthropomorphic tape, and then we're going to draw a horizontal line all the way across the body, making sure that we also get the top of the iliac crest on the left side as well. Perfect. So we palpate the side, the right side of the iliac. Okay, Mom's going to take a couple normal breaths. Awesome. Okay. Mom's waist circumference was 84 centimeters. Now we made sure the anthropomorphic tape did not indent the skin at all, and that will throw off our results. Okay, we're going to do the next one. Now we are going to administer two different myoskeletal assessments. We're going to perform a push-up test and a one-legged stance test. Let's begin with the push-ups test. The push-ups test is a measurement of muscular endurance of the chest, shoulders, and arms. Muscular endurance is important in the performance of everyday tasks which require repeated submaximal contractions over a prolonged period of time. The objective is for the client to perform as many consecutive push-ups as they can. To begin, the client lies face down on the floor, legs together, hands flat on the floor, thumbs facing each other, fingers facing forward, and palms in line with the shoulders. The push-up needs to be fully extended, which means the elbows lock out and the top of the extension, and then the client returns to a resting position. In the resting position, the chest, stomach, or thighs cannot touch the floor. And the client is going to repeat this as many times as they can with proper form. Since Rosemary is a female, there is a little bit of a variation that we are able to perform, and I will demonstrate for you. So, what we do is we actually don't have a gym mat, we just have a towel with us, which is just for comfort so that our knees don't actually dig into the floor. So what we do is we lay on the floor, palms in line with the shoulders, face down, thumbs facing each other, fingers facing forward. Okay, since Rosemary is a female, the pivot point is at the knee. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise our feet up, keeping our knees in contact with the floor. Raise up, that's one. Now we inhale coming down, and we exhale pushing up. You're pushing weight up, so you want exhale so that the most amount of power is achieved. Inhale coming down because you're not doing any work. So, alright, now Mommy's turn. Lay down. Arms are up. good. Fingers facing forward. Okay, knees up. Okay, raise up. Fully extended. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it. Keep on. Breathe. Gotta keep on. 5. Awesome. No more?
No.
Yep, that's good. Awesome. Good job, Mom. Okay, that's it. The last assessment that we are going to perform is a one-legged stance test. The one-legged stance test is a simple way of assessing balance. Balancing on a single leg requires static balance, leg strength, visual and vestibular feedback. The client will stand barefoot, feet shoulder width apart, arms crossed, hands on opposite shoulders. A chair is placed beside the client for safety, just in case they suddenly lose balance. The client will also look at a target forward as she performs this assessment. We will raise one leg. Now time will be started as soon as the leg raises. Now time stops for a couple of different reasons. This assessment is time capped at 45 seconds. If the raised leg abruptly shifts in any way or touches the floor, the time is stopped. If the weight-bearing foot is moved at all, the assessment is stopped, or if the arms become uncrossed. The process will be repeated on both legs, and we will also do both legs with eyes closed. Okay, let's try it out. Feet shoulder width apart, arms crossed. Now raise the left leg. Face forward. 45 seconds. Hold as long as you can. Breathe. You're doing awesome. Can you do that, so? 15 more seconds. Awesome. Doing great. Awesome balance. Alright, time capped out. Okay, awesome. Now we're going to repeat the process. We're going to do the exact same, but with the left leg. Alright, feet shoulder width apart, arms crossed. Now we're going to raise the right leg. Time start. Okay, deep breath, keep focused facing forward. Awesome. Yeah, leg can't touch. Awesome. Breathe. Seconds. 15 seconds. Alright, you time capped out on that one. Okay, so now we're going to do the exact same assessment, except we're going to have our eyes closed. So, feet shoulder width apart, arms crossed, eyes closed, raise the left foot. Alright, feet shoulder width apart, arms crossed, eyes closed. Now, remember there's a chair just to your left, so if you lose balance at any time, just remember it's there and you can grab it. Okay, we are going to raise our left leg. Time start. Awesome. Alright, you good? We're going to stop her there. We're going to say, Mom got 6 seconds. Alright, shake out. Feet shoulder width apart. Arms crossed. Eyes closed. Remember, there's the chair to your left. just in case you lose your balance, raise the right foot. Time start. It's okay. Way better. Alright, we're going to say that's 9.86 seconds.
Awesome. Good job.
Alright, now that we've finished all the assessments, we will interpret all the results. From the resting heart rate assessment, we were able to determine that Mom's heart beat 19 times in 15 seconds. We times 19 by 4 and we get 76 beats per minute. From the heart rate monitor, we were able to see that Mom's heart beat 72 beats per minute. From the body composition assessment, we were able to calculate Mom's BMI and Mom's waist circumference. BMI is weight divided by height squared. We found Mom's weight to be 64.5 kilograms divided by 1.57 meters squared. That gives Mom a BMI of 26.2 kilograms per meter squared. This means her BMI category was overweight and her BMI risk was increased. We also determined Mom's waist circumference, and we found that her waist circumference was 84 centimeters. This means that her BMI waist circumference risk factor was very high. The first musculoskeletal assessment that we performed was push-ups. Mom is 50 years old. She completed 12 push-ups. That means she has a health benefits rating of very good. The last assessment that we perform is a one-legged stance test. With the eyes open in both left and right legs, Mom time capped out at 45 seconds. With the eyes closed, she got 6 seconds with the left leg raised and 9.86 seconds with the right leg raised. This means that her highest total for eyes open was 45 and for eyes closed was 9.86. We can see that she is above the mean in her age group for both eyes closed and eyes open.